こんにちは。この動画へようこそ. I'm not sure if that's the right way to say that. I think that sounds really formal. Anyways, hello. So for this week's update, I'm going to be talking about what I've been getting up to this week a little bit. And to be honest, a lot of the things have been the same. I have been trying to take more notes. Last week I talked a little bit about how I don't really take notes very well. So I've been trying to do a better job at that. And I'm going to show on the screen my notes that I've taken. So these are some of the words that I wrote down. It's really not that many. I definitely look stuff up a lot more often than I actually write it down. But a couple days ago, I was like, I actually need to write some of this stuff down. So for the first one, we have heikin, which means average. And then we have tanin, which is another person. Ke, which is fur. Kakeru, which means to wear glasses or to wear something, glasses. And then kanarazu, which means always, or like certainly, something like that. So what I'm thinking about doing with taking notes this way for these videos is to try and show my thought process and what I'm doing. So unfortunately this week there's not that many words, and maybe that's fine. But what I'd like to do is take notes throughout the week and show the words that I took notes for, and maybe even talk about the context of where I looked them up, or where I saw them. And then next week, I'll do the same, of course, but I will also add in the notes that I took this time. I'll show the notes that I took the week before, and I will take away the meanings and see if I can kind of remember them. So I'll kind of test myself each week, basically, is what I'm thinking. So yeah, I think that's kind of what I'm going to try to lean into with some of these note-taking things, to try and keep myself taking notes, because I don't do that enough. To talk about some of these things that I looked up, more specifically, I want to talk a moment about kakeru, to wear glasses. It can also be to wear scarves. So this is one of those weird things in Japanese that it's at least weird to me as an English speaker, because the word to wear or wearing, whatever, kind of applies to everything. I can wear my glasses, I wear my hat, I wear shorts, I wear a shirt, I wear socks, I wear shoes. In Japanese, it's a bit different. It's dependent on what you're wearing and where you're wearing it. So for most things that are below the shoulders and above the waist, it would be kiru, to wear. For below the waist, it's haku, to wear. And I believe, if I remember correctly, I'm going to look this up and fact check myself. I believe that also means to put on. So you would say like shatsu o kiru, as in you put it on or wear it. It kind of depends on the context, I guess. Fact check myself on that one, I'm not sure. And then you also have something like kakeru, which is for glasses. I mentioned that one. And scarves? I don't, that confuses me a little bit, because it's like, also, there's another one, which is kaburu, which is wearing masks or things on your face. But I guess it's really only masks and helmets? I don't know why. That kind of confused me, because I would think that glasses are kind of go into the category of masks, sort of. But different verb. Yeah, that's just some weird stuff that Japanese and English does. One of the things that can be confusing, the verb to wear is different depending on what it is. There's a lot of other things like this in Japanese, and as an English speaker, it can definitely throw me off. So that's actually a word that I did know, kakeru. I know I've heard it I know I've heard it in the right context, but because it's not really how I think of the word wear, to wear something, to put on, it just kind of leaves my head. So when I heard it in a video, I had to look it up. What does that mean? I don't know. So a lot of the time I'm looking up words I technically know. I've heard them before. But, yeah, it is what it is. I guess that's actually a good way of reminding myself stuff and trying to remember things. And why another reason taking notes is a good way of learning. 今週のおすすめは Is it there? I hope I edited it in. Okay, so this video, or these guys, this just channel is called Super Japanese Immersion, I believe. I actually got recommended this in one of my comments, so that's awesome. So one thing I want to say is that the reason that I'm making these videos is to help keep myself motivated, to talk myself through a lot of my own thought process and be able to express some of the feelings that I'm having about learning, because man, it's kind of overwhelming sometimes and it's good to just express it. But another reason that I wanted to make these videos is so other people who are learning the language or people who already know the language can come in, watch these videos, and you can form a little bit of a community. So thank you so much for the person who commented this and gave me that suggestion, and that's why I'm passing it on in this video. It's a great channel, and I really hope that more people can leave in recommendations and talk about their experiences as well, because it's a crazy journey to learn a language that's almost the complete opposite to my own. So yeah, all right. So yeah, that's it for this week. Kind of short, but yep. See you next week. Bye.